Hey everyone. So we're super excited to share with you something brand new here. It's gonna be so cool. Katie, author Kay Jones, yeah, right there. She has come out with two new picture books here. Two new picture books. So awesome. And we're gonna have fun. We're gonna interview her about it, right? So yes, we're husband and wife, but I'm gonna act as the interviewer, and she's gonna be the interviewee. So if you have questions, comments about the books, anything else like that, drop a comment below, say hi, do all that good stuff. We'll try to read them all. We have 4 screens happening at one time here, so we'll see who we get, but all that good stuff. So, Katie, what are the books?
Okay, so considering everything that's going on in our world with this pandemic and how life is completely insane and crazy and different right now, one night I was just kind of reading before bed and Spencer was snoring away next to me.
Hold on, we have a cat coming in. Oh no! Ah!
How terribly appropriate.
Right.
So anyway, I was just thinking about how things have changed, and then I looked at my cats curled up by my feet and the puppies curled up by Spencer, and I thought, I wonder what the animals are thinking about all this stuff, because we went from a normal life of, getting ready and going to work in the morning, and they were alone, and then we come home, and all of a sudden, now we're just here all the time. Well, luckily now I'm actually out teaching again. Thank goodness. Yeah. Hey. So anyway, I just took out my notebook. I always keep notebooks and pads of paper and pens in my nightstand, of course, because you never know as an author when an idea is going to strike. So anyway, I wrote 2 new stories from the perspective of 2 different animals. So I wrote Quarantine Cat, which is all about probably what cats are thinking about all this craziness, and Pandemic Pup, which is all about what the dog is probably thinking at this point. And props to my dad for coming up with Pandemic Pup, by the way. Thanks, Dad. You're a big help. So anyway, these stories kind of start out the same. Where, hey, you used to, leave and go to work, and then all of a sudden things changed. But then, of course, they diverge in that the cats have a very different opinion of what's going on as opposed to the dogs. So these are the 2 new picture books.
So I'm assuming that the dogs are the ones that hate being around. You just don't want to be around here anymore, or how does that go?
Think about it. Well, the dogs are more super excited. Oh my gosh, you get to be home with me all day long. And the cat is more, excuse me, what are you doing here? This is my place during the day. So definitely very different points of view.
I like it. Let's show everyone a little closer. So here, I'll take one of them.
Okay, you take one.
I'll take the Pandemic Pup. You show them Quarantine Cat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quarantine Cat.
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah, look at that cool picture.
That's our Mr. Winston on the front there.
And here's Pandemic Pup. Here's what that one looks like. Cool.
The really fun thing about these books, is that we took pictures of our actual pets, and then Spencer used this cool program to then make them look like paintings or some sort of art that's not a picture. And so our actual pets are in these books. So this is a photograph of Winston on the front cover, which is one of my favorites of the pictures, because Winston's a food hound, and one day he was sitting in a box that was waiting to be recycled and just staring at my breakfast.
I mean, what cat doesn't love boxes?
Well, hello. And so he was staring at my breakfast like, I really want to eat that, and so I quick snapped a picture. So we actually do feature all 3 of our cats in the book. So we have Winston, and we have Cletus, and we have Thaddeus.
You're sliding over here so they can see it.
Sorry.
I know, it's hard. 4 screens.
Now I lost the page. This is just complicated. Ooh, there they are, all 3 of our orange kitties. And since they're all orange, it works out pretty well.
So, Quarantine Cat, it's about the cat's perspective, and the quarantine time of why are you in my house, all that good stuff. What is one of your favorite pictures from the book, and is there a story that goes with it, anything like that?
Oh my gosh. One of my favorite pictures. Okay.
No, it's a tough one.
Oh, they're also...
She kind of knew this question was coming, but not a lot in advance. So.
I think this one is my favorite, because it's talking about how he tried to, lend a helping hand by getting in the way, because that's what cats do. That's how they help you, is they sit on your computer and step on your keyboard and all sorts of stuff. And I just love this picture of Winston because he's just kind of looking at Spencer like, yeah, this is what I'm doing, get over it. So I really like that one.
That's an awesome one. And it's a fun one to see in the books, just fun to read because it goes through their perspective. I mean, we know how cats are, right? They're just like, why are you in my business? Mm-hmm. And the book walks you through that, which is really cool. Where can people get a copy of Quarantine Cat?
People can get a copy of Quarantine Cat at my website, katierjones.com. They can also purchase a copy from Lions Bookstore in downtown Neenah. They graciously agreed to carry that along with my other books so that locals can grab it there. And it's also available on Amazon, of course.
Right, so you can just go on Amazon, look it up, or go to katierjones.com. She'll sign it to you, personalize it, all that stuff. Yeah. Who would enjoy Quarantine Cat?
I think anyone who has a cat as a pet, has ever had a cat as a pet, or likes cats would enjoy this book.
Love it. So let's jump over to Pandemic Pup.
Okay.
Here, we'll have one of our stars here from Quarantine
yes.
Cat here
dear.
Make their appearance. He kind of already did.
Kind of did. He's a wild
So
one.
this one's Winston.
That's Winston. He's the guy from the cover.
Yep, he's one of the stars of the show right there.
He's probably in most of the cat pictures because he's the one who's usually out and about and in the way the most.
In the way the most is a key thing.
Yeah. But we say that with love.
Yes.
So Pandemic Pup, we did some different things with the photos just to make it a little bit different because dogs are very different than cats.
You hear him walking around?
Oh, there's Vlad. And I would have to say my favorite picture from this one is of Vladimir with his squeak toy. Because we always talk about how he has this big old snout and nose, and this picture's so cute where he's got his dragon squeak toy in his mouth, and he was excited because Spencer had his phone and was taking his picture and all sorts of stuff.
He gets excited about pictures. So
he does.
So it has Vladimir, our big 70-pound Labradoodle, and then this little guy,
Barnabas,
right, who's a 15-pound schnoodle. So a little different sizes. So as you see on the cover, they're a little different sizes.
And there's Vladdy, and there's little Barney Boo.
So this one walks through a day in the quarantine life of the dog, right?
Yes.
And how different they are. So are the stories really similar to the two? I think you already kind of commented on it, but just share that.
Yeah, they start the same way. I actually shared both of these books with my 4th graders, even though they weren't released yet.
What?
They're lucky. It's okay. We'll deal with it. I shared that, and of course the kids were like, oh, that's how your other one started. Those words were, oh my gosh, that was that. Yeah, boys and girls, I know. And so then it goes to a different perspective. And so that's why really these books should be bought as a set.
Right.
Because you really want to be able to look, what's the difference, how are they the same, what's going on, because you'll notice that, oh, wait a minute, when we get to this part, the dog's feeling this way, and that's the opposite of the cat. So they're just good, fun stories, and anybody who has a dog, loves dogs, has ever met a dog, would love this book. They're just good fun. It's just good fun and kind of a way to inject some joy and some humor into what is being a really tough time for a lot of people. And so I just thought, hey, you know what? Let's look at maybe some positive stuff about what's going on in the world right now.
I love it. She came to me, I'll tell a quick story. She came to me a week or so after she had the idea and said, hey, did I tell you that I had an idea for a new book? And I'm like, no. So what's going on? And then she said, oh, I was right before bed, and falling asleep, boom, an idea hit. And she took out her notebook and wrote down the Quarantine Cat. That idea came up first. So she wrote the whole book down. We revised it like a little bit, but not much. It was mostly set right then and there, right? So if you're a writer, or anything, right? Create music, sometimes those moments just strike. And so she did that. Awesome. And then we're like, oh, this sounds really cool. Let's find pictures for this. And we already had some pictures of the cats. And then, okay, which other ones can we do? And they're like, well, we have a cat's perspective. Let's get the dog ones in there as well. So then shortly after, she came up with the dog's perspective of, pandemic, right? And a day in the life there. And her dad came up with Pandemic Pup. So thank you very much for that one. And this story came alive. And then we've had fun getting pictures of our animals to share with you. And, it's fun reading these books and seeing these books. For me, right, I mean, I grew up with cats, not really dogs, and it's only as an adult I have dogs. I just absolutely, show them both of them there. It's so much fun. So I would say if you have a cat, if you ever had one, a dog, ever had a dog, get that one for sure. But really, what a perfect set. Like, so cool to have this. I know the answer to this one, but I'm just going to be weird and ask it anyway.
Oh dear.
So these, I think of, they're picture books, right? They're picture books. I think of picture books as you have Goodnight Nina, which is a picture book as well about the local town of Nina. You have Nielsen Kisselfink, which is another story that you created, and your mom did the illustrations for. Again, all available on Amazon on your website, kdrjones.com. And you're sticking with picture books, which I love. But I think of picture books being like kids' books, like they're meant for young kids who are maybe just learning to read. But do adults like these books, and does it make sense for them? I mean, I don't know.
I think definitely. I mean, if it's fun, like even as, I know I'm a teacher, so I'm a book nerd anyway, but even as an adult, I like to take out picture books and just enjoy a quick story. And really, I mean, who doesn't like looking at pictures of cute cats and dogs?
Right.
I mean, people scroll for hours on the internet looking at pictures of cats and dogs, so why not do it in a book?
I was going to say, like you get on social media and you get through those cat memes or whatever, or cute dog pictures, and you got hours wasted right then and there. And now you can have it, not even on social media. You can pull it off your bookshelf and enjoy it there.
Absolutely.
Would they make good gifts for people that have animals?
I mean,
pets?
I would like to think so. I hope so. Yeah, I think they would make great gifts because it's anybody who has dogs and cats has to have some sort of fun, whimsical personality about them. So I really think that people who get animals would get these books and really enjoy them. So. And if you're interested in a personalized copy, I can write you a special message and autograph it and mail it to you. Just visit kdrjones.com.
Right, so that website's where you can get everything, all the books. Her 4 books are all there. Again, she'll personalize all of them for you. That's at Katie, K-A-T-I-E-R, Jones, Jones.com. You can get them there. You can go to Amazon and search any of them. You can get copies there, or just go to the website and there's links to it all, so to make it nice and easy for you. And also, if you live in the Fox Cities of Wisconsin, and you want to shop local as well, you go on the website, shop local with us directly, or shop local and go to Lions Bookstore in downtown Neenah. You can go there in person or call them or online. Do that and grab yourself a copy of Quarantine Cat, Pandemic Pup, and even her other books, right? Nielsen Kisselfink, Meet Nielsen Kisselfink, and Goodnight Nina. So, any last words about the books, about the pets, about anything about this crazy time of year and what these books can do?
There's always time to enjoy a good book. Read.
I love it. And from a teacher and writer herself. Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us, folks, tonight. I appreciate all of you. I know it's been a fun, different one for us. Fun live videos. So check it out, kdrjones.com. There should be links everywhere where you're looking. So check it out and get yourself a copy of Quarantine Cat, CR Cute Cats, all 3 of them. They're so adorable. And Pandemic Pup are 2 cute puppies. All right, folks, thank you so much. Have a great night. Enjoy the night. Enjoy the weekend. Get yourself a copy. Get your kids copies. Get everyone. They all need them. Get them all. All right. Thanks so much. Have a great night.
Thank you.